Hey guys, today I'm going to make a pot roast in a cast iron skillet in my toaster oven. So let's get toasting. I have a boneless beef chuck roast here, and I seasoned this last night already with salt and pepper, so it's ready to go. This one is slightly less than 2 pounds. It was $4.99 a pound, so this piece of meat costs $9.43. So I'm going to get that into the pan, and I'm going to put it under the broiler in my toaster oven to put a little bit of color on it. And while that is browning, I have some red potatoes, carrots, celery, and onion. I'm going to cut a little bit of that up because that's going to go in the pan with it. I'm turning the oven to broil at 450 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's turned all the way up. I put the oven rack up as high as it'll go so it's close to that top heating element. And we'll just let that brown for a few minutes, and then we'll pull it out and flip it over and do the other side. This has been under the broiler for about 12 minutes. Let's take a look here. That looks pretty good. I'm going to turn it over. Now we'll let that side brown for a little bit, and then we'll pull it out and add the vegetables. Been about 12 minutes on that side. Let's take a look here. Looks pretty good. Let's pull it out and add the vegetables. That looks good already. Now I'm just going to squeeze as many of these vegetables around the edges as I can. Now I need some liquid to add to the pan, so I'm going to use a bouillon cube. That's all I have. You can use better than bouillon, or you can use, the beef broth in the box if you want, but I have 2 cups of water there, so it says to add 1 bouillon cube to 2 cups of water. So I'll do that. I'm also going to sprinkle in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I like that with beef. Gives it a little extra flavor, so just a little bit of that. And then just a little bit of onion powder as well. I don't know, maybe a teaspoon or so. And I'll get this all mixed up. Now I'll add my broth to the pan here. Not sure if all of this will fit. If you want to get it too full, then it's going to spill in the oven. So I think that's pretty good for right now. And maybe I'll just sprinkle just a little bit of pepper and just a little bit of salt over those vegetables. And then I'm going to cover this with foil. I move the oven rack down to the bottom, and I set the oven to bake, and I have it turned all the way up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, because a toaster oven doesn't get as hot as a big oven. If I was using the big oven, I'd probably set the oven to like 300 degrees, and I may turn it down after a little bit, but for now I'm going to start it out turned all the way up to 450. It has been 3.5 hours, so I just pulled this out of the oven to check it. I checked on it at 2.5 hours, and it wasn't very tender yet, but I did add the rest of my broth because some of it had evaporated. So there's how it looks now. That actually seems pretty tender. That looks really good. I think I'm just going to put the foil back on and let it rest there for a little bit before we try it out. This has been resting for about half an hour, so let's take a look at it now. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, nice and tender. Let me grab a bowl and we'll try it out. All right, let's dig into this. The veggies are nice and tender. They're super tender. And look at the meat. It just flakes apart. Look at how tender that is. Beautiful. Let's see how it tastes. Man, that is so good. I usually cook my pot roasts in the slow cooker, but has more flavor cooked in the cast iron. That's really good. Well, look who showed up. It's Andy the taste test dog. Shall we try it, Andy? You want to try a piece? Inhaled. Well, that worked out really good. That was actually one of the best pot roasts I've ever cooked, I think. So I had the oven turned all the way up to 450 the whole time. So 450 for 3.5 hours in that oven. If you use the big oven, probably a little less heat, maybe 300, 350 in there somewhere, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys next time.